Trickstar by Sakuzio is what we're going to be reacting to today. And of course, I'll say this in the beginning of the video all the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description because that my content is their content as much as possible. I'd rather you go to the original video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, do whatever you want, really. And show the original creators some love because not mine, this is theirs, right? I do not want to take this away from them. This is their content. I'm sure they make very, very good content in their main channel and shit like that. I'm just here going to be reacting to it and giving you my thoughts as always, and I'm sure I'm going to like it. But yes, please do check the link in the description for the channel and the video. I don't know the video that I'm reacting to, but of course I have no idea what this is about. I did sneak into it. There are no visuals. It's just still image and shit like that. I don't mind that, and there are also no lyrics, so I think this is just an instrumental. So I'm sure I'm going to think this should be in a game, or it feels like it's going to be fit for a game. But of course, I'll stop somewhere in the middle and give you my thoughts. But for now, let's just listen to it, shall we? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna say this is perfect for like a magical sort of thing, like fantasy and shit like that. You know, Alice in Wonderland? That's immediately what I thought of as soon as I heard the beginning of the song. I was like, oh, it's like something like Beauty and the Beast. Not exactly like Beauty and the Beast, more like fantasy type shit and not medieval. Like, say, Elden Ring, but more happy and jolly and not so despair and broody and shit like that. I thought of it more like fantasy happy-go-lucky. And then all of a sudden, it it changes beats and starts giving me dubstep, and I was like, what the fuck? Dubstep? Or I would like to think it's dubstep. I genuinely caught me off guard. I was like looking down and shit like that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice, gives me fantasy vibes and shit like that. And I was like, boom, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, huh, no way. I genuinely was thinking of magical beasts, talking dragons, talking donkeys, moving pots, talking gingerbread. I am exactly, you know what I'm thinking of right now? Shrek. I'm thinking of Shrek is what I'm thinking of. But yeah, that was definitely a change of pace, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember somewhere in the middle, like before I stopped. I think it was also heading to another beat change. That was definitely a shock to me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did not expect the dubstep. Now I'm overfilled with stuff like Cyberpunk 2077. I said that for another one, if I'm not mistaken. It reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077 and shit like that. Or maybe it's a mix of both. You know, maybe it's a mix of both. But I don't know what this Crystar is. I'm actually, when I looked at this, I was like, huh, this must be from a game, actually, now that I think about it. It might be from a game. I'm not too sure, because I won't lie to you, that title looks like it would be from a game. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'll search up Crystar game. I think it's a game. It is a game. Oh wait, no, it is from a game. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Crystar is an action role-playing game developed by Gem Drops and published by Furyu. The game was released for PlayStation 4 in October 2018 in Japan and internationally by Spike Chunsoft in August 2019 with an additional Windows version. Ah, okay, so it is from a game. I did not know that. I actually did not know that. I was just basing off the top left Crystar. Okay, so I mean this would be fitting for a game. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely seems like somewhere in there or in the game I can see this being a soundtrack and shit like that. But it's definitely a funky one, but I don't mind it. Giving me mixed emotions or mixed thoughts, you know, because I was thinking fantasy, now I'm thinking cybernetic and shit like that. But so far I don't mind it. I'm enjoying it a decent amount. But yeah, let's keep going, shall we? Okay, yeah, they made another beat change. I'm not gonna lie to you, this song keeps you on your toes. I'm not gonna like at first I thought that was going to be the end of it. I won't lie, I thought they were gonna stick with the fantasy and cybernetic and the fantasy. And then they put in like 90s theme and I was like, it's like I'm being chased by a mob boss and or the mafia and shit. I was like, what the fuck? This song keeps you on your toes, and honestly I don't mind it that much. I don't mind it, and it may be like annoying to some other people, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's definitely, I can see it being part of the game. I won't lie. I wonder how much beat switch they have to do, but yeah, I was like looking up shit about Crystar. I was gonna say Crystal Star, Crystar, and they say that you should mainly play it for the story. Apparently, the story is very very good. I don't know what people think about the songs and shit like that, but I'm sure there are some people that enjoy it and shit like that. But does anyone else think Crystar was underrated? Somebody said they hated the gameplay, but the characters were interesting and shit like that. But honestly, I did not mind this. The song genuinely did keep me on my toes. I was thinking fantasy, cybernetic, fantasy towards the end, but it was like fantasy, cybernetic, fantasy, 90s mafia theme. I feel like I'm being traced, and then fantasy, but it's going slowly up, 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 and then immediately bang, and it ends. I'm like, huh, wow, that wasn't as bad as I thought. It definitely, as I said, it kept me intrigued and wondering, oh okay, there's more, and I don't mind it. I If you're gonna ask me though, if I were to listen to this on my off time or spare time. I don't think I would. Definitely good for a first time listen though. I would be confused, in all honesty, if I did hear this in the game, because I'd be like, why are they changing it up so much? But I feel like I would get used to it slowly but surely. But other than that, I didn't mind the song. I think it's good. A lot taken, that's for sure. But overall, decent. I'd say it's good. But of course, other than that, I'll say this in the end of the video all the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description because it's not my content, it's their content. As much as possible, I'd rather you go to the original video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, do whatever you want really, and show the original creator some love because it's not mine, it's theirs. Sakuzio. I think I'm saying that wrong, but yes, please do check their channel and the video. Do whatever you want. Show the original creator some love. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, do whatever you want really. I'm just giving you my thoughts, and I thought this was decent. I thought this was nice. But of course, link in the description, channel, and video. I'll stop yapping there, and I hope you all have a great one as always, everybody. Bye.